We are in Lower Marion. Kobe Bryant lived, I don't know, 2-3 blocks away from here. So we've got just a single story addition that we're building. New siding, new windows, new doors. This one is exciting. There's a lot to it. This one's a big project.
The only thing I pray is that my leash don't fail me now.
Here at this project behind me, we're building an addition on this property. So when this started, there was a poorly constructed porch, if you would, a screened-in porch. To get to the new addition, we had to demo, remove all that, and then build back new. That means new foundation, that means new setup, new framing, new roof, new siding, all of the above. We've already got the old structure out the way. We just poured the foundation today. That's what the guys working on behind me. So when we pour our slab foundation, it'll sit on this 32-inch base that's holding it up, because we're going to then build the new structure above ground that's going to be attached to the building. So this right here is just pouring that foundation. So once this is done, that's your rock, that's your base, that's your, foundation is the word, but that's what's going to get you started for building everything above ground. So here's the foundation that we just poured. The foundation is going to hold up the new floor. So we're going to pour a slab footing on top of this, and that slab footing is going to hold up the new structure that we're ready to build. The rebar you see sticking out is going to lock into that concrete flooring, the slab foundation flooring that we're going to pour next. So this is the footprint of the new foundation. So this is that outline of the building that we talked about. So the new structure is going to fill this space here. We're going to cut this window out, so this will be how they get to this room from the inside of the house. This one's exciting. It's a full addition, and it will be gorgeous when it's done. And usually we're inside of projects, so being outside just gives this one an added element of excitement. So. We've gotten all the framing up. We've got the framing together for the footprint of the building. The pad that we're standing on is completed. Note the way we set our ledgers up against the building, so that way we could build the roof line off of and set these joists. We've got our deep bolts that connect into that stone, and then we epoxy them in. We're gonna put a flat roof back on, a flat ceiling back in here. Once we had the vaulted ceiling up, homeowners enjoyed this look of the building, so we're going to keep it vaulted, and we're going to change our plan a little bit so that this will be your finished ceiling height, which will be really nice. It'll feel more grand when you're standing in the room when it's all finished up. I'm loving the way this open space feels. We've got all this natural light from the 6 windows that we put in here. This heating in there is going to be separate from what's going on the inside of the building. So the ductless system will sit on the roof, on the wall right here. There's a nook on the outside that I'll show you when we hop out, where the outside unit's going to sit. So this nook right here is the one that we did. This indent matches the indent on the other side. There's no particular need for this from a construction standpoint. We did this strictly for aesthetics, so that the building, the overall impression of the building was even and symmetric. Because we did this, we're going to utilize that space for the outdoor unit. So the outdoor unit for the mini split will sit right here in this little nook. That's the reason for this. There's no construction mandate that made us have to do this. It's really just so that the building looks good. So we had to taper in the sides of our building, mainly because we have the gas meter out here. And so when we extended the footprint of the building beyond where it was originally, we took it 5 feet additional into their yard. So we had to build in this little nook so that we didn't bother the gas lines that come into their main home. So when we did it on this side, we matched that on the other side just for symmetry. So when you look at the building from the road, you can see how that improves the overall curb appeal of the property, which is, yeah, I love that. A project like this starts way before you actually put a shovel in the ground. So there's the permitting process, there's the zoning process, there's the prep and design with the clients to figure out what they want. We're at the stage of the process now where we're ready for the siding to go up. We've got the James Hardy, which is that composite material that goes up here on the side of the face of the building. As soon as that goes up, this is gonna really stand out and pop, and I'm excited for that new step. So once we get that done, we now have this new space, set the windows already, waiting on the door to be set. It's basically just an open room. We only have a framed in coat closet, so when you walk in the front door, you've got a coat closet here. But aside from that, it's really just a large sitting area. It's gonna be used as a family room. I'm really excited to get to the next step when we actually start this interior work. As soon as those doors come in, now we can really package that stuff in.